Morning, everybody. It's Sunday. It's my front yard. I want you to see something. We need rain so badly. Look at the ground. It's cracking. That's how dry it is and hot it's been. Could someone do a rain dance? I would be ever appreciative. Isn't this crazy? We badly need rain. Anyway, I thought I'd show you this craziness. But right now it's 90. It's going to be a scorcher again today. Morning, Ginger. It's hot, isn't it? You stay in the house? Where's Cha-Cha? Is she outside? You came right in, didn't you? So I did not like that hot. No. You being a good girl? Tell everybody hi. Happy Sunday morning. We gonna stay in the air conditioning. Mama's gonna drink her iced coffee. You're so sweet, Ginger. We'll talk to you later. We'll give you your privacy. You look like you want privacy. You want a treat? It's not really chicken, it's bacon. Here. What? Mmm. Num num. Want another one? Pardon me. Mama's allergies don't like this weather either. We need rain. Here you go, baby. Hey, you tell everybody hello? Say hi. My name's Cheshire. It's hot. You didn't want to look for varmints, did you? I don't blame you. I think the varmints are all in the air conditioning too. Whoops. Where you go? Come here, sweetie. A little bit more and that's it, okay? Okay, that's all you get for now. That's all you get for now. Oh, we got some bugs in the house we got to deal with. See you later. Hey, Cha-Cha. Tell everybody see you later. Hello. Hey, friends and family. Welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie. And as you can see from the preliminary videos, it is hot. My dogs don't want to go out and I'm drinking iced coffee. And somebody please do a rain dance. Anyway, I wanted to come to you. I'm doing this early today, but I have a lot of videos to get made today for the future week coming up. And I wanted to finish off some more, of course, color theory with our box from the Bargain Bead Box, this Solstice Warmth, because Tuesday we're going to continue with the color wheel, but we're going to start using the new Bargain Bead Box, which I did an unboxing of, I think, on Friday, Coastal Breeze. So today's class is going to be our red-orange, which is what's left of our Bargain Bead Box. And we're going to mix neutrals with it today. We're going to do whites, we're going to do blacks, and then in the gray area, I'm going to be adding silver findings to our gold. So we're going to be mixing metals. And a lot of these beads with the white and the black have a very graphic nature. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So this is another way to play with your subscriptions, is to introduce, if you want to get really modern, a graphic element. So we'll be using possibly some Z beads. And anytime you use black and white together, it adds a very graphic quality. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, Tuesday, we're going to start with the new Bargain Bead Box, this gold Coastal Breeze. And we will do the tetrad, which I know sounds confusing. It sounds very complicated, but it's not. We're going to do our split complementaries with that. And I kind of gave you a highlight of that, I think, when I did the unboxing. And then also our triad. And that will pretty much cover the color wheel. Not that we won't continue to talk about it. And I can certainly continue to use it in different projects if you prefer. And so just let me know. You can send me a comment through YouTube or our Facebook group. If you're not in the Marcie Creates Facebook group, please join if you would like to. Getting a lot of nice feedback, and also you can ask me questions, you can share with each other, you can show what you've made. You can even just put a pile of beads on a tray and say, hey, what do you think of this combination? You know, whatever you want. And also follow me on Pinterest, Marcie Creates, one word, and then Studio. And I have a lot of color combinations and lots of good eye candy for inspiration. If you're stuck on the Pinterest, you can just take a look at what I've pinned. I pin things weekly, and it's mainly just a visual resource to inspire and kind of get the creative juices flowing. So without further ado, let's get to the graphic quality. Now, part of the reason I decided to do a graphic white and black is we have these pearl beads we have not done anything with that actually came in the mix. So we're going to use those today. And you'll be happy to know I did pull out my very good crimp beads. We're not going to have any crimp mishaps today. I am determined. And we're going to pick up some of the neutrals as well. So we still have quite a few of our, this is in our red-orange family, remember, which is right here. And we're going to be doing black and white and silvers. And we're going to mix all of that together. I know that sounds like it's crazy town, and how's that going to work? But it will work, I promise. So, I pulled out a few things, just a few, that I thought we could play with. I have some black SoftFlex wire. Remember, you can introduce color with your wire. I have some very cool looking, I don't know if we're going to use all these, but I tried to pull neutrals out. These really cool beads. And then a couple of these little drops I thought were neat. And then I have some, looks like some dyed agate. I did pull out some more pearls. Just want you to see all of this together. Some round, I think I got these at Hobby Lobby, some round. I pulled out more gold bicones. We have silver and black seed beads. Some little white bicones. Some more pearls, some more seed beads. Some more gold. So I'm introducing color, sort of, by, you know, grabbing the white and the black. There's some clear beads. I thought these are kind of neat. These came from the bead store I was telling you about that I'm going to try to do a field trip These are really cool. Carved white and black. Aren't those neat? I don't know if we'll use them today or not, but those came from the Rock Barrel. That's the store I was telling you about. I need to call them and find out if it's okay if I film, though. I don't want to... I forgot to call them yesterday. They're only open. They're not open on Sunday, but look at these carved pieces. Those came from there, too. But it's a local family-owned store that I really like. And I'm hoping they'll let me film over there. If not, then I can still do a bead haul, and I do plan to go, and I'll show you everything I get. But look at these. These are some Z beads I bought. I mean, the graphic quality of those with that, I just love. So we're going to play with black and white and the rest of our thing. And then I did pull out a couple of little mixes from Jesse James beads that I had that had neutrals in them as well. So lots to play with. I don't, like I said, there's some Z beads in there actually. Don't know that we're going to use all this, but I'd rather have a bunch of stuff pulled out and use some of it than not have what I want at my fingertips. Let me move all this to the side because we're going to have to do some deciding for sure. But I hope this doesn't overwhelm you. But this is kind of how I create. I just pull everything out and then I start moving things around. So I am definitely going to use the SoftFlex wire. We are definitely going to use these. And I don't know if we'll use these items or not. We'll put them to the side here. I haven't used these yet. I've had them for years and I really love them. They're just so pretty. And I wish I'd written down what kind of stone this is. But if anyone knows what this possibly is, it's got a little bit of gray veining in it. And it's white. And it's just really cool. That was in my early days of buying beads before I labeled things. So anyway, we got our SoftFlex. I love these drops. Maybe we'll do something with those. I really would like to do a necklace today and maybe some earrings to go with all of that. And as you can see, these colors look beautiful with the black and white. Black and white goes with anything. In fact, look at these shell beads. Just notice those. Those are cool. Let's just play for a minute. So we have, let's pull out some of this Jesse James bead stuff because that looks like some fun stuff in there. Love these. Those are neat. Looks like we got some coin beads. Oh, little elephants. Aren't those cute? You could go for days with this. This whole mix. And now I want you to look at this mix because, see, they've mixed a lot of neutrals together. So if you add a pop of color to that, guess what? I could talk for days about it. Here's some little square beads. And I like these little guys. Again, may not use them all. Here's some Z beads. All right, well, we'll just leave this open. We may grab a few other things. We don't want to forget our actual... This is super close to that color, though, isn't it? So you know that's going to go. It's a cute little mix. This was one of their goddess mixes that Jesse James Beads did. And I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. But then we've got metallics in this one. Here's some more neutrals. Wow. Those are pretty. Ooh, look at these. That's kind of got some yellow in it. We'll save that for another day. But we've got some tassels. These are very pretty. Some silver. We do want silver. Maybe we'll just throw in some little, is that a crystal bead? Is that an actual bead? Nope. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, these are very similar to the other ones I pulled out. Those must have been in a caged bead of some kind. Anyhow, oh, and these have a little stripe on them. Wow. Okay, so we'll just keep this to the side. We may pull some things in. There's some little charms in here. We've got lots of different bead caps. I did pull out some bead caps too, some silver, because we're going to mix the silver. And so anyway, as you can see, with a few mixes from other, you know, don't be afraid to mix your mixes. You can do that all day long. If you get some stuff from, you know, bargain bead box you have left over, and you have leftover stuff from maybe, say, one of Sam's boxes or one of Jesse James Beads or the SoftFlex kits, by all means, mix them. It's your stash. So I really love these. So let's do, we will play with these. I'm going to move these big ones to the side. Let's do that. Let's open those up. We'll get everything on trays at some point. I don't remember I bought these either. I'm pretty sure it was an Etsy purchase. Once I find something I like, I tend to look on Etsy first just because of the variety. So we got Z beads. I think we'll do a necklace first. We'll move our black beads here. We use all, and we need these, use these. I think these would be cute in some earrings. And I have to decide how I want to, what I want to do there. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. My wheels are turning. All right. I think we'll do a necklace first. So, as always, I like to start with the focal piece. And like I said, I don't really have a plan. I may use one of these drops. And then maybe we could... That doesn't really go. That's kind of cool. I think it's kind of clear, though. I want something more white. Oh, let's definitely do one of these. And you don't have to do a focal piece. I'm going to do one because I'm trying to add lots of color. Let's add one of our neutral beads. Maybe we'll add one of these. I'm thinking. What if we did some kind of wire focal we could make with, we could do another wire wrapping project. Let's see. And if the centerpiece was, I kind of like it turned upside down like that. I wish it were a little more opaque. 3 beads. Okay. Maybe this will be our center. Oh, I think I got it. Stay with me now. I do want to grab some more of these. These kind of mirror this shape. And these can kind of tie it all together. I think I like that. And let's grab some. I'm going to do. So my idea then, my focal piece is going to be a 3-tiered. And you know what? Let's add our pearls. And we'll add pearls to the necklace. We'll use these pearls though. That way we can string them. We'll save these pearls for some earrings to match our necklace. So let's pull some pearls out. I'm liking it. Maybe we'll pull out some bicones for the necklace, for the stringing. Some gold. And let's see, we got some bead caps already over here. Maybe, I'll think about that. Let's see. Bicones. See the graphic nature with the black and white? It looks really cool. I love these stripes too. We'll throw a few of those in there. I know all of you are like, what are you doing? Here's some black seed beads. Bear with me now. Don't get scared. It's going to be amazing. Let me throw out some black seed beads here. These are a little trick with seed beads I like to do too. I may not do it in the necklace, but I will do it in the earrings now that I've got a direction. Isn't that fun just to look at? I do love black and white. It is so cool looking. Okay, so now that you all are like, what the heck is going on? We're gonna make a focal piece, and I did get my wire in that I ordered. So yay! We are gonna use some 18 gauge wire. If I can find it. And we're going to use gold. Yeah, 18 gauge and 22 gauge. I also have silver in 22 gauge that we might play with later. So, 18 gauge. I'm going to make a framework to hang these. My idea about this is that these are going to be dangles in the front of the necklace. And they're going to hang from a wire piece, and then we will string. And I love to do this type of technique. I do it a lot. If you don't have a focal, you want to make your own. This is kind of a cool way to do it. So I'm just pulling out a bunch of 18 gauge wire. This is a very simple, it's going to be a looped, you'll see, but this is not complicated. And you don't need bail making pliers, although I have them and I will use them. You can just use a round pliers. Let me find my... Okay, my tools are a mess. All right, here we go. These are the ones I want. So I have 2 size bail making pliers. Let me put that piece of wire down. I think there's one that's in the middle of these that I have not ordered. But as you can see, I'm going to use my bigger ones. And we're going to take this wire and we're going to make a little focal piece real quick. And this is just a simple loops. That's all we're doing. And I'm just going to take my big plier and I'm going to make a round loop this way. And you want it flush. See that? And then next to it, if I can get it out of there, I use the smaller, and I'm just going to wrap this around. You do have to turn it. But see, now you've got 2 loops. Then we're going to take another one. We're going to wrap this. Three loops. Just like that. Now we're not going to shut this yet because we have to make our dangles and then we're going to hang them. The biggest one will be in the center, and then there will be 2 on either side, and then we'll play with it. So let's get these strung. So we're going to need some gold head pins. Let me grab some of those. And I'm trying to decide, I want these to move, so they're going to have joints in them. See if I can find some round for the bottom. Some little ballpoint head pins. The last few, I got to order more of those too. I'm running out of head pins too. It's amazing. So we'll take 3 of those. I got one more. Okay. And we will make our, I'm going to make the centerpiece first. Let's move our wire up here. So I'm just going to, I may put a bead cap on this though. We'll do a silver one since we're mixing metals. And let's see. That's pretty. Or Z bead. And I think that's all we're going to have room for on this one. I think we're going to do just a regular, we're not going to do a wrap loop because we don't have enough room really. I'm just going to do one of the, just a basic loop on this one. We don't need quite that much wire. Could have trimmed it a little. No biggie. If you have too much wire, you just trim a little bit more. And there's our wrap loop. I mean, our regular loop. Pardon me. And then we'll do, maybe we'll do this next section with the 3 beads, and we'll have this as our top. So let's grab some 22 gauge wire. Oop. Gets a little crazy. But I'm so happy to have wire. I was so happy to see that in my mailbox. And of course, it's so hot here. I thought, wow, I could do a whole lot of projects with it all hot. I could probably make farm animals and make them look like balloons. All right. So this one, I think I will do a wrap loop, the centerpiece. In the interest of time, I'm going to make this centerpiece, and then I'll go off camera to make these other two, just so this video isn't 9 hours long, because we want to get to stringing and hopefully a pair of earrings. I'm just wire wrapping this right now. And this is always a fun thing to do. Anytime you add black and white to a color and you use like patterned beads, it looks really neat. If you're familiar with the artist Mary Englebright, who I love her stuff, she always mixes very graphic quality items. Look her up if you don't know who I'm talking about. But I mean, for a while there, she had stores in the malls, and she's a beautiful illustrator. Lots of greeting cards and things like that. But she would always mix, I mean, she does always mix black and white graphic elements with her. I'm just picking up a few daisy spacers here. But she would always mix her graphic qualities with her beautiful illustrations, and it adds such an energy that I love, that I love that in jewelry as well. So, and if you like that type of thing, definitely mix black and white graphic elements or seed beads, as I'll show you in a little bit. Because, well, that's pretty. I like that. It just, like I said, it adds an energy, and you'll see as we go forward what I'm talking about. I mean, Mother Nature does that for you. I mean, look at zebras. They have those magical, mesmerizing white and black stripes. Oh. Almost did it again, guys. Almost didn't, and that wouldn't have been a big deal. I could have added it there, but why give yourself more work, huh? Okay. So let me just show you real quick before I make the other two. But if you have, it'd be cool if you had something, like if you have a focal bead with zebra print, this would be cool to use. In this particular project, because that introduces the white and the black graphic element. So here's our drop. So how we're going to add it to this, just put that down for a minute. These open up because we haven't really finished it off yet. So you're going to just gently open up one side like that, okay? And the other side like that, because it's going to go in the center. And you're going to slide this. You could also hook it, make a loop yourself and just hook it there, but a lot of times I wire wrap things. So see how that hangs now? So we're going to make one for this side and this side. And the idea is that this centerpiece will hang a little bit lower and be a little bit different. And then you'll have like a coordinating look for your centerpiece. So let's do that. So I'm going to go off camera and make these. And then we'll get to stringing the actual necklace. We'll put these on. We'll finish our component because I haven't decided how I'm going to finish that off yet. And then we will string the necklace. Okay, so I did pull out a bunch of gold and silver findings while I was at it so that we have those ready to go. And we have our first component on our wire. Now I've created these, and we're going to put this one on this end like that. Then we're going to make a little room for this one to slide on like this. And now we have our dangles. Now, they're pretty even right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm bending this up so it makes more of a kind of a triangular pointed shape or whatever. And I think I like that. So now you have your focal dangle and your two companion dangles for the front of your necklace. And then I think what I'm going to do here is make a loop going this way and a loop going this way, and that's going to be to connect our string to. So for that, I'm actually going to take the smaller of my bail making pliers, and I'm going to make a loop a little of the ways up, just like this. I'm just eyeballing this. And then I'm gonna probably wrap that, but I'm gonna do the other side first. And this will secure our dangles. They won't go anywhere. Okay. So we've got this. And now we're going to wire wrap these. So I'm going to grab a, let's see. Might take me a minute to get that going. This is the 18 gauge, so it's not as easy as like a 22 gauge or a 20, but I'm not going to go bananas with it. I just want it to be secure so nothing slides off, basically. Now let's straighten this up just a little. You will have to kind of finagle and futz with it a bit to get it where you want it, but again, do your hand warming. That helps. I think I'm going to do one more loop here. And bring that one inside. My idea here is that I'm going to cut them here and here so nothing is pinching anybody or poking anybody if they're wearing it, and it won't snag on any clothing. So always be thinking about that when you're designing something. That end was pointy, and I don't want it to be pointy. There we go. And we're going to tuck those in so that they don't poke. I think I like that. So now what you have here is you have a focal piece. You can hang your chain. If you wanted to do chain, you could just do chain. Or stringing wire, which is what I'm going to do because I'm going to use the SoftFlex. Kind of like we did at the other project we did, the other necklace with the freeform druzy piece. I'm going to use some of this SoftFlex because I thought it would introduce more black to the situation. So I'm going to pull this out. This is called Black Onyx color, and it's heavy. I got the heavy kind. And the reason I got the heavy kind is because I'm doing gemstones. and they tend to be heavier than, you know, glass beads. So do pay attention to what kind you get. And I think that these are nice. This is nice because it'll hold those gemstone beads nicely. So let's see. I'm going to do 2 lengths of the same. Like I said, you can knot this. I'm going to actually knot it down here. So here's our wire. So now to string, oop, I don't want to lose any crimp beads, that is for sure. I did pull out the good ones. For those of you that saw that ordeal, don't scrimp on your crimps. Hey, that rhymes. Don't scrimp on your crimps because you'll be sorry. Way better to invest the money in the actual crimp bead. So let's see. Do I want to... I'm trying to think if I want to tie a knot down here. I think I'm going to go with the crimp bead since I've been lecturing about them. And you're going to see what a difference these make. And I will use the... Oop, that's the wrong one. Oh, come here. There we go. You're going to see the tool, if I can find it. I do have my regular crimp. If you don't have that tool, it's okay. But I do want you to see how pretty. Here we go. This is what the tool looks like. See, it's got a little round, should make a little round bead basically. So that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to put my crimp bead on. These are the nice SoftFlex crimp beads. And I'm going to add it to this loop we just made. You want it enough room so it, you know, moves around. You don't want it super tight. Then we're going to come in with our fancy crimp pliers here. Let me see if I can get up to where you can see me. And you're going to, the first step is to make sure it's centered in there, and you're going to make a ravioli. There's your ravioli. And then you turn it sideways. Make sure it's centered. Give yourself a minute to get it centered. And then you're going to squish it again. Then you're just going to start going all the way around your bead or your crimp bead and tighten it. See how it makes a pretty round bead? And you don't have to use a crimp cover. And it's nice and sturdy. And their crimp beads are sterling silver, so this isn't going anywhere, okay? And I prefer their crimp beads over anybody else's. I'm just going to be very frank about that. And the rest of the ones that I had, I tossed because even though they were a budget find, if you can't use them, what's the point? I'd rather have something I can use. So I'm going to do this other side. We'll do another magical crimp. But I love those little crimp pliers. You can get those on the SoftFlex website as well. I'll link that stuff in my description for you. And along with this wire that I got, if you want the heavy gauge wire, I will link that as well. So I'm just trying to make sure these loops are approximately the same size. So I'm eyeballing again. And we're going to do another ravioli. Make sure it's centered. That's the key with this. You make your little ravioli. I think mine wasn't quite as centered as it could have been. Let's see. There we go. All the way around. Now what I do? Grab another crimp that wasn't SoftFlex? I think I just crimped that wrong. But anyway, still doesn't look too bad. Not as nice as that one, though. But it does take practice. But I think, as you can see, these look far better than your usual crimps. So then we're going to string this. I've got Cha-Cha looking at me like she wants to go out. Cha-Cha, it's too hot, baby. You go lay down for a bit, okay? She's like, no, I want to go out. Anyway, we're going to string now, and I, again, don't have a rhyme or reason. I did pull out, I told you we're going to mix the metals. We are going to grab more of these fun beads. I have some big round beads here. I've got some other little crazy beads here. And this is just a matter of, you know, designer's choice. I did pull out a few more of these because I thought I would like to echo those in here. So I think we're going to start with maybe a carnelian bead. But gemstones on this heavy wire are nice. And I didn't trim this. And I was going to see if if it would slide on there. Yeah. So I'm not even going to trim these ends because the beads are going to cover the ends. So let's see. I think I would like to do, let's do a Z bead next. I have these little round Z beads that kind of echo the one in the center here. And so this basically is going to be stringing the things that you like. We know whatever order you like them in. I am going to try to do a good representation of everything. So I think I'm going to do, yeah, I love these druzy beads. They are fun. And I'm mixing my metals now. I'm using silver. And I think I like that. Maybe we'll add another one of these. So again, now it's designer's choice, you know, how much contrast you want. I think I'm gonna add, maybe we'll do black bead. I think I'm only gonna use one of these big black beads. They're pretty big, but you know, size, doing different sizes is kind of cool. Let's do another one of these. Then maybe we'll do a pearl bead, pick up our pearls. Now with this heavy wire, these pearls are big, so they're drilled in with a bigger hole. Sometimes those pearls won't work in the heavier wire, just FYI. Let's grab a druzy. And let's see, we had some of these little crystal beads. Maybe we'll put one of those. I'm trying to kind of represent what I did down here a little bit on my drops, my fringe, I should say, dangles, whatever you want to call them. And maybe we'll pick up a little black bead. This is a square bead. I'm going to do another druzy. Are we liking this? I think I like this. Then we'll add our, these little daisy spacers look nice on the end of the these long kind of carved beads. These have a very tribal feel to them. I like them. Doesn't want to go in there. There we go. Sometimes your beads aren't drilled all the way through. If you ever get the chance, get what's called a bead reamer. They're very, very sharp, but if you ever get beads, sometimes in the finishing off of the bead, there can be some resin or something stuck in there, and you won't be able to get your string poked through. I think I like this. I want to add some more. I'm going to add some more of this color at the top, I think. Just so we're representing our bead box. Yeah, I like that. So we also want to get a neutral in here. Let's grab one of these guys. Again, I want my wire to show. You know, whenever I use SoftFlex, like I said, I like for the wire to show. So I think I'm going to stop there. Let's do the other side. And we'll see how we like it. I do love these Z beads. They're fun. This is my favorite part, is the stringing, and I do love making the components too, though. That wire component is just very simple to make, but you know, you can hang tassels from it, charms. You know, once you learn how to make just a few of these little guys, and I've done them with 5 before too. Once you just make the loop in the center and then go out from there. You can make as many as you want, really. And you can hang all sorts of stuff, chain, charms, like I said, tassels, you know, whatever your heart desires. Loving the druzy beads. I just love I love the little sparkle that's in there. So cool. And I'm excited to work with the new box. This has been a fun box, though. And I think, as you've seen, you can make them much more versatile with your stash and with that color wheel than I think you thought possible. I think sometimes people think they're limited by what gets sent to them, and you're not. You're not limited by anything. And if you want to add more beads, you know, if you have leftover stuff from Bargain Bead Box, Sam's, Jesse James Beads, you know, SoftFlex, whatever company you buy or companies you buy from, please, you know, mix your mixes. This is your stash. You do what you want with it. And this, you know, then you don't have beads that you think, I don't know what to do with these, because maybe you don't know today, but then you get a new box in and you got your color wheel out and you think, wow, you know, this is a complementary to that. If I added this, it would look really cool. And And then it just expands your horizons. All right. I think I need more of these beads in my life. I like them. They are super pretty. Very graphic. I like that element. And we are running out of, we still have, and look how many, think how many projects we've made, and we still have beads left over from this bargain bead box. It's amazing. But that's why I say it's a good stash builder. If you don't use it all, you know, you save it for next time. So here is our necklace. I like that. I think I may try to do a little, I'm going to tie this at the end here, so you can see how supple this, I love it. We just make a knot that just adds a little texture to it. Love the SoftFlex wire. Love the crimps. Okay. So, I went a little crazy pulling stuff out of my stash, but I think you get the idea. You know, I mean, you may not use everything that you pull out, and that's okay. No big deal. I am going to use this pretty lobster claw clasp, and I'm just going to do loops at the end. The other nice thing about SoftFlex wire, I'm just going to decide how long I want this. So I don't think, wow, I did pull a lot of stuff out. It's Christmas. Okay, so I did pull this really pretty lobster claw clasp out, and I think I like this a lot, and I love like the wire showing. So I think I'm gonna, I like long necklaces. I think I'm going to maybe stop right there. So I'm going to cut just up a little so I can make loops. And these we'll probably use for some earrings or bracelet maybe. And let's get out some more. I probably put that away too soon. I need some more crimp beads. What did I do with those crimp beads? I lost my crimp beads. How did that happen? Oh, here they are. Oh, Marcie. I need more hydration. All right, so I've got my crimp beads. Again, I'm just going to make, this is just so simple, but I am going to make a loop on this end. We'll use our magical crimpers again. And I'll add the lobster claw to the other side. I think I want that to be a little bit smaller. There we go. Yeah. So again, and this takes practice. It's worth it though. I just want to make sure I have that centered. That was the problem with the last one. I didn't have it centered. And that is key. And you'll know because the ravioli will look very nice. So I know, because it's got little corners on it, that I actually had that centered right. And now we're going to put it sideways. And now we're going to go all the way around. Now you got your nice bead. We'll do the other one. Let me just eyeball this so I know it's going to be even. Okay. Let's add our lobster claw. Those look about even. The other fun thing is making sure your wires aren't crossed. But I find if I hold it with my finger or my thumb like that, I can make sure that doesn't happen. We'll come back in here and make sure this is centered. Looks good. There's our little ravioli. Now we're going to turn it on its side. And squish that way. Come all the way around. And there we go. There we go. So this is our bargain bead box. Adding black and white and neutrals and mixing your metals. Which, don't forget about black and white, even though they're not actually on the color wheel as a color. They definitely add, as you can see, a nice graphic quality. This is very tribal looking, I think. It turned out very nice. And you got your wire showing, which I don't mind. And I did a little knot so you could see how to do that. And we crimped these with our magical crimper. We grabbed some black and white things from our stash and mixed metals, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Let me move some of this stuff and we will take a closer look. I think I will hold off on earrings just because this video took a little bit longer than I thought it would. But we can certainly do earrings. We can continue with the project on another video if you would like to see a companion pair of earrings using the black and white. We can certainly do that. I want to get started with the newer box this coming Tuesday. But here is, I got the white paper out just so we can see the colors. So the black and white has a nice quality of graphicness. Like I said, it's going to go with any color you have, always. And I will show you my seed bead trick when we do earrings, because that's always fun. If you don't have Z beads, you can do something with the seed beads instead. But yeah, I think this turned out neat. And we also did a little bit of wire work, which is always fun and always adds a new element of interest. And that's another way to personalize your own jewelry, is to make little components. They don't have to be complicated, but once you start making them, then you can segue into other things. So I think everything turned out nice. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will definitely link the black wire that I used. Again, I don't remember where I got the Z beads, but if you Google Z beads or you go into Etsy, you'll find them. And I will definitely also link the magical crimping tool and the crimps over on SoftFlex, because I highly, highly, highly recommend those two items. And thank you for watching. I think this turned out pretty cool. Again, I didn't have a plan, you know, when I started. I always like for you to see what my thought process is. I think it helps. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Excuse me. I'm getting choked up. I appreciate all of you. And be looking for some more color theory. That's always going to be something that I talk about. And we will continue on Tuesday with the new bead box from Bargain Bead Box. And we will, like I said, we're going to do the split complimentary. And we will also do the triad and the tetrad with that box. And then if you'd like to see earrings to go with this, let me know. And I can throw in an extra tutorial this week if you would like to see earrings to go with this necklace. So you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Take care of yourselves and your families. Be safe. Again, let's pray for some world peace. Please do a rain dance for us in Texas. We need it so desperately. And I will see you on the next video.